guys, I'm Chef Mark, and today I have with me my partner Anna here.
Hi.
And today we're going to make some orange glazed carrots. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, so before we grab the carrots, what do you think the carrots are good for?
Your eyes, so you should probably get some.
Everybody's a comedian. So, all right, 2 pounds will do us. Why don't you hit me? I'm going long. All right, we're in the dairy department, and we need the next ingredient, and I'm going to give you one clue what it is. We're making orange glazed carrots.
So it will probably be orange juice.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're going to grab this one here, which is the premium juice. It's the one that has no pulp in it. I like pulp too, but this one's going to go great with our carrots. This is not from concentrate. It'll also go great with our eggs in the morning. That'll be perfect. Let's go grab our vanilla next.
Okay.
All right, Anna, the next thing we need to grab is our vanilla bean, or as they say in Canada, vanilla bean. Right, so we're gonna grab this guy over here, and it's a actual vanilla bean. It's not the extract. It looks vanilla bean right inside there. We're gonna split that open. It's gonna give a great flavor to the carrots, and I think we have everything that we need to finish the dish, so.
Let's go cook this thing.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh.
All right, now it's time to put this whole dish together, and Anna, we have everything out here ready to go. What do we call that?
Mise en place.
What does that mean?
It's French for everything in place.
Perfect, and we don't start a recipe until all of this is done, because we want to make sure we continuously flow and we don't have to search for stuff and go to the neighbor's house for eggs and look for that when they're not home. So I've got some carrots here done, but Anna's going to cut the rest of them, and you can go ahead and start doing it, but you want to make sure that they're about that wide so they cook evenly and about that same shape. And then make sure you're holding your fingers like I did and keeping your fingers out of the way. Nice job. All right, so you got the carrots done. Perfect. Why don't you drop them in the bowl? All right. Now we have to deal with the vanilla bean. And this one I already split in half. So what we need, we're gonna use the whole bean, but we also need to use the seeds in there. So if you take the back part of your knife and then scrape the vanilla seeds out, just like that. Perfect. And see them all in there? And those are gonna go on the side there. So do the other side of it, flip it around. And then what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna turn this on high and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil inside there. And then we're gonna take all those carrots and drop them on the inside. And then a bay leaf, and then only an 1/8 teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. You don't wanna overdo that. Put that in there, and then how about those vanilla beans?
Vanilla bean.
Put that in there, and then this one, we'll just actually scrape the side and get the vanilla beans in there and tap them all off. And those are gonna spread out and make a little, like you've seen the ice cream? The little spots in there, that's what's in there. So how about 5 minutes on this? We'll let that go for about that long. They'll start to soften a little bit. You wanna set my timer?
Sure.
And then we'll go from there. All right, we've been about 5 minutes here, Anna. Now we need to add all our liquid. So what we need is a cup of orange juice.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so the orange juice here is going to give us, once it reduces down, it's going to give us a nice glaze on top of the vegetables. All right, so that can go in there. Yes, perfect. How about a cup of vegetable stock?
Okay.
Nicely done. And last, the cup of heavy cream. Beautiful. All right, so now all we got to do is we're going to mix this up. We're going to leave it on the simmer here, and we're going to let this go for probably about, let's say 12 to 15 minutes, but let's shoot for 12 first, and then we can check it as time goes along. And we'll actually, in that time, we'll cut our scallions and our parsley up. Sound good? All right, good. All right, you see this? It's been about 12. We actually had to let it go a little bit longer than that, right about 14 minutes or so, but it's nice and syrupy consistency. We're just about done. Next thing we need to add is we're going to add the butter into that, and we're going to let that melt through. Good. And how about our parsley? You can go ahead and add that to it.
Okay.
Beautiful. We add that at the end because it's going to taste better that way. If you add it in the beginning, it kind of cooks out a little bit. And how about our scallions there? All right, let me scrape them off in there. Perfect. All right, and the last thing we need to do is plate this thing up. So, you want to grab your spoon? All right. Get all in there. So we're going to go all of our carrots and all that sauce. How's that smell?
Yummy.
Pretty good, right? It's all that vanilla in there. Smells great. So then, one more thing. See these guys in here? You want to pick that bay leaf out, and then your vanilla bean, because that would be an awful thing to get stuck in your teeth, right? Yeah. So, give one a try. Give one on the small side.
Right.
Make sure you blow it off. Yeah. Was that good? Yeah?
Definitely.
It's good. You know, one thing I'm wondering as we're standing here doing this whole thing is, how'd you get so darn tall as we're...
I ate a lot of vegetables.
Right. Likely story.